Hello, Internet! Today we are going to play a game of Spot the Amora. Where is it? Ooh, I can see its head. So what you're looking at right now is essentially what Scotland looks like right now. I know it's been an age since I've been here on YouTube, so hello Internet, hello YouTube, I'm sorry, but I have been very busy working. But today, actually, well, today I'm not at work, to be short, because it is very, very, very snowy outside. Like, I've only lived in Scotland 2 years, but this is the deepest I've seen the snow. At ground level in Scotland, absolutely. So yeah, I'm not in work today, and so I'm going to record a couple of games from yesterday's stream. So yeah, I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've been here on YouTube, but especially since, maybe not all of you can catch my streams, I have been streaming somewhat. I did, a week ago stream with, a Gravity team, which didn't really work out too well. I tried to edit it, wiggle a few things around, didn't really work out too well. And so yesterday I streamed with a new team inspired by a team that was made by a friend of a friend. Springs, one of my Seafoam Islanders of NPA fame, last year, it's one of his friends that made this team, which, I think, has been going around a little bit. I've made quite a few changes to it. I've changed one of the slots entirely, and the rest of the slots I've pretty much changed, the EVs. Pretty much all of them I've changed the EVs on, and a few moves on some of them as well too. But you'll see what I mean. But anyway, this team I don't think can lose to Tornadus Kyogre. I think it has got such an amazing matchup against Tornadus Kyogre. So I was hoping to come across quite a few of them when I was streaming yesterday. One of them, I actually came across two of them. I beat the first one. The second one is going to be in this video. That's the second one. The second battle I'm going to show you. The first battle I'm going to show you here is against someone with a Shadow Rider Calyrex, and it was a pretty cool game actually. So, both of these are pretty cool games. But if I can remember how to do this, I'm going to do it. I'm going to present you with two battles here on YouTube. So please enjoy them. Let's see, can I remember? So we want to do this. There we go. That's step one. The audio is on, yes, and I need to press play now, don't I? So, right, well, enjoy these games. So, I'll see you on the other side. Okay, let's go with Dragapult and Regieleki. That seems to be my main plan, doesn't it, really? And I guess we'll have... I've not used Cinderace for the entire stream, I don't think, have I? Apart from that very first game against the Poliwrath. Yes, the Poliwrath. I hadn't quite made it to Master Ball yet, just because I haven't, I've hardly played on the Switch at all, so I've not just played the games. That's why I'm not at Master Ball. But these two games that I'm showing you in this video are the two last games from the stream. So these are actually against people that do know what they're doing, and kind of caught me off guard after playing people with Poliwrath. So anyway, here it is, and he's gonna burn me. He's gonna burn me. He's gonna burn me. Yeah, Sijin used it. The original team with it on was built by a friend of a friend from South Korea. Well, there you go. I didn't realize that I was going to be explaining twice. But yeah, he's Korean. That's the origin of the original version of this team. They didn't have Jinx. That's my addition. They had an Indeedee male, but that slot does need to help with Trick Room. I've got Jinx on there with Lovely Kiss, which I don't like relying on because it's obviously 75% accurate. But I've just never got on with Indeedee male with Imprison and all that. I've just never really liked that. But also, I think this team struggles with Thundurus and Landorus as well too, and at least Jinx does put a bit more pressure on both of those. I'm using Adrenaline Orb just like I did in 2018 as well. So yeah, I'll shut up now and we'll get back to the stream. Then he can just bring his Calyrex in. Yeah, Moltres in the back does deal with the Calyrex very well, but yeah, we'll have to see. This puts the Landorus to -1 attack as well. Okay, it's not... Oh, okay, well, that's bad. That's very bad. Because we're probably going to be losing our Regieleki for nothing. I was thinking about Dragon Dancing, but the threat of being burnt, I did not appreciate. And yeah, it looks like another Wyrmwind. It's going to be close. No, I think a Wormwood will get him, won't it, from there? So that took a quarter of the damage it would have taken, which looks like it was maybe... Oh, the Regieleki survives! Well, there you go. That is fantastic. And that is why we've got a little bit of bulk in Regieleki. Well, I'm impressed. I am indeed impressed. So yeah, that did about 20%, which means it would have done maybe about 80% normally, right? Which means it should get it. I think that's maybe just over. Is that just over 20%? Is a Wormwind gonna get it? I'm gonna assume a Wormwind, it does get it with a Wormwind there. Yeah, Regieleki survives. I have actually got a bit of, since this is scarfed, I've got a bit of bulk in this Regieleki. And he was -1 with the Landorus as well there, obviously. But yeah, okay, so that was predictable. That's okay. So we're actually playing. This is the frustrating thing, isn't it? Like trying to get to the happy place where you know what kind of plays opponents are going to be making. Because like this guy's just played around my turn 1 and turn 2 very well now. Excuses, Barry. Excuses. Gone for a Phantasm into the Rotom. So I guess that was a bit risky from them, but you know, whatever. Yeah, this has not gone well. This has not gone well, has it? Maybe I should have air streamed. Okay, he's just gone for a follow me. Okay. Yeah, it's I don't know. Like I find games like this frustrating because if this was like a proper tournament, like a proper competitive tournament game, then you would know that the opponent was probably going to be making reasonable plays a bit like that. You would be able to anticipate they would play around somewhat defensively. Because we're just here on Battle Stadium, you know, I'm not even on Master Ball yet, so like, you know, I don't know the level of, you know, the opponents and whatever. I don't know what to expect really here. I mean, it sounds like excuses, and maybe it is, but I mean, you can see what I'm saying, can't you? Like, you know, if you know it's a proper setting, like a proper competitive setting, then you can expect your opponent to make some decent moves. But like, I was at like rank 10 or something at this point, and you know, on Battle Stadium, I suppose, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but maybe it is all excuses, who knows? Also, I'm realizing right now, like, there's a bit more of my chest on show than I was expecting. I just didn't tie it up. Don't be mad with me. You know, super... Okay, that's fine. Never played it, like, super seriously or whatever. Like, I don't grind experience and all that kind of stuff. That's a weird move again. I mean, I suppose it makes some sense, but, like... A Dragon Darts there would have just done a lot of damage to the Landorus. Ooh, thank you very much for the subscribe there, but there's no Azumarill. Why is there no Azumarill? Josh Tozer, thank you very much. Let's test widgets.
This is a test.
This is a test. Well, there's your Azumarill then. But thank you very much for subscribing. Right, so Clefable is gonna eat a Thunderforce. You've got to imagine he's gonna Rock Slide again, don't you? So let's just be cheeky. Like I'm in the back seat here. Like he could, in theory, Earthquake. And if he does, I'll just quit the game. I'll just, you know, move out. Yeah, that zombie is just I bet he is going for an Earthquake here, isn't he? That zombie's just like the default, like, subscribe thing. But that subscription was a little bit different to the usual ones. I bet this is an Earthquake. Oh, it's just a Rock Slide. Okay, fair enough. But, like, I'm thinking it was probably an Earthquake because, like, he knows the Clefairy is going to be going down there anyway. So, Like, it makes sense for him to Earthquake to definitely knock out the Dragapult. I'm not sure that, like, a Helping Hand Rock Slide would have knocked out the Dragapult there, but he was clearly confident that it would, and it did. That was a critical hit there as well, I just noticed, but I don't think that did matter. But yeah, I think he did need to Helping Hand Rock Slide to knock it out. An Earthquake still probably would have, though. I will raid you at the end of my stream if you're going on Twitch. Okay, here's the Calyrex. Here is the Calyrex. And he has to... This is just a big 50-50 this turn, isn't it? Because, like, I have to go for an Electro Web because the Calyrex can be faster. But... I've got Moltres in the back, haven't I? So maybe this isn't a 50-50. Maybe it is. But he knows I've got Moltres. So... maybe his Calyrex isn't so important to him. Maybe I do need to knock out the Landorus. Okay, I'm gonna... I could substitute. No, I'm gonna, like... I think he just attacks with both here. Oh, okay. Well, alright. Well, Rotom comes in there, which is interesting, because he has to protect with the Calyrex here then, doesn't he? Else that play... yeah, he does. Yeah, else that play was just really risky. Unnecessarily so. He's doing that for the Intimidate. Well, yeah, Rotom's not going to appreciate this. I mean, this is, what, quad resisted, being a Fire Steel type and all. But, I'm +1, it's going to do decent damage. Has it got a big berry? We'll soon find out. It doesn't, okay. Alright then. Well. He's obviously going to try and intimidate me, isn't he? Like, the Rotom... either the Rotom switches to the Landorus, or the Calyrex switches to the Landorus. Since it's just protected. This is pretty tricky, isn't it? Let's do this. This could be wrong. He does withdraw the Calyrex. Okay, this is like I'm still going to be intimidated here, but this is kind of what I was going for. But okay, if he breaks my substitute with Rotom, obviously that's bad. But yeah, maybe like Sucker Punch on Moltres maybe wouldn't be the most stupid thing. Okay, well, Electro Web just knocks out the Rotom there. Regieleki is clearly extremely strong. Well, I've got a substitute. I've got Moltres in the back. But, I mean, I'm saying I've got Moltres in the back like it's going to beat Calyrex, and it's not, is it? Because I've got hardly any HP. Yeah, right. So, he's going to protect the Calyrex because I'm going to Electro Web, and he's just going to Earthquake, isn't he? I can't protect the Regieleki, and if I swap the Regieleki to the Moltres, then the Moltres sticks around and doesn't really do a whole lot. So maybe I double into the Landorus. Maybe this has... yeah, because... yeah, let's do this. Because, like, if he doesn't protect the Calyrex, it's getting Electro-webbed. If Behemoth Blade knocks out the Landorus, which I'm a little bit edgy on because I'm just neutral now, then he can only knock out one of my Pokemon with the Calyrex, or break the substitute on the Zacian. Okay, well, hopefully the Behemoth Blade just knocks out this Landorus. But if I do get this Electro Web on the Calyrex, my Moltres is going to be faster than the Calyrex at -1 speed. So I need... that's fine. I need this Behemoth Blade to knock out the Landorus. I'm surprised it didn't just Earthquake there, though. But yeah, I need this to knock it out. Be strong, Zacian. Be strong. Yay! Haha! Yes! I believe that's knocked it out, hasn't it? If my eyes don't deceive me, that's fantastic. The game isn't over just yet. Although, it's pretty much over, isn't it? Yeah. And that is Behemoth Blade. You know, that is exactly the reason to use Zacian. Yeah, nice one. So if I hit this Electro Herb, it's definitely over because I've got Moltres in the back, which will be faster. We've hit the Electro Herb, yeah, but I've still got Zacian behind the substitute as well, which will just knock it out with a Behemoth Blade now. Yeah, that was brilliant. Yeah, that was a good turn. Like I kind of knew what was going to happen. I'm a bit surprised he didn't just Earthquake, because an Earthquake would have knocked out the Regieleki, would have knocked out the substitute. It doesn't give him any protection from my Zacian's attacks, because Behemoth Blade. And also, if I did want to try and be cheeky and bring in the Moltres, expecting his Calyrex to protect, it would have kept the Moltres around, which would have meant that I would have been in a pretty bad situation, you know, from that point, because I wouldn't have the Electro Web instantly threatening him, if you see what I mean. So, yeah, that was a pretty good game. Yeah, that's interesting watching that back again. Like, I can understand why he did Dynamax the Landorus there instead of going for, like, an Earthquake or whatever now, and it's because he does not know that my... I'll just bring back the lovely scenery while we... Actually, I bring myself back. Ooh, hello. I'm talking to you from nothingness. Oh, actually, I think we're looking for the next game, aren't we? Which I believe is going to actually be the next game that I'm going to show you. It is, yes. Okay, so I'll leave the thing on playing. So yeah, I think like they're and those losses are only from the Gravity team as well, actually. But anyway, so oh, and here we go. I'm happy because actually we're going to get to see now. Here we go. Tornadus, Kyogre. This is the team that I've been looking forward to playing against. But anyway, I'm just going to talk about the last game. Just going to make sure we don't, get into the battle. So I'll pause it in a moment. So anyway, yes. Yeah, I understand why he Dynamaxed the Landorus there, because he did not know that my Regieleki was choice locked. So he might have thought that I expect his Calyrex to protect, and so I will protect my Regieleki, and so because I've only got a tiny amount of HP there, I am going to, make sure the opponent's thinking I'm going to make sure I get rid of this Regieleki by just going for a, max airstream or whatever into it. We'll knock it out through protect, and if they do swap the Moltres in, it'll knock that out as well too. So I do understand the Dynamax there. I was a little bit sketchy on. I'll just pause this now. I was a little bit sketchy on if Behemoth Blade would knock out the Landorus as well, though, because my Zacian is not 252 attack. Like the original version of this team was just 252, 252. But I've twiddled with the EVs a little bit, and we're not max attack. Like, we're not even like over 200 attack, I don't think. There's a reason why, but I've got a bit of bulk in this Zacian. But anyway, so this is exactly the sort of team that I was looking to play against, and one of the main reasons why I did want to twiddle around with this team and come to this version of my team, I suppose, as I can maybe call this now, is because of the choice scarf on Regieleki. Now that is something that I actually had thought about myself a while ago. I just didn't think to try it, I suppose, just because like Regieleki is the aside from Tornadus and whatever, Regieleki is the speed control Pokemon in the format, and it's so often that as I found in like series 7 especially, using like Spectre and whatever, I found that some games, especially with offensive teams, were heavily decided on who won the Regieleki speed tie, essentially. Like, if I win the speed tie, then my Spectre is faster and I can whack whatever. If they win the speed tie, then, the Urshifu or whatever's faster and they win. So, like, it's just as simple as that. So, and Regieleki doesn't really have like many different moves that it might want to be going for. I find that like 80% of the time anyway, you're going to be clicking Electro Web, at least how I use Regieleki anyway. Like, a decent amount of the time, you're just always going to be clicking Electro Web anyway. So to me, it makes so much sense to have a choice scarf on Regieleki. Obviously, it doesn't fit every team, and not everyone's going to like this. I doubt many people are going to like Scarf Regieleki, to be honest. I doubt many people are going to use it, but for me, I really, really, really like it. Because not only, does it mean you have the advantage against other Regieleki, but also, at -1 speed, you can still outspeed a lot of things, even when they've got a tailwind up. It's absolutely crazy what this thing can outspeed. And this is not timid as well. This Regieleki is modest, and we're not even max speed. We have, as I was saying, as we survived that earthquake in the last battle, I have actually got a decent amount of bulk in this Regieleki as well. So I think it's just such a cool Pokemon. But yeah, like having Regieleki with a Choice Scarf and Dragapult, which is immune to the speed drops of a potential opposing Regieleki, it just means that matchups like this, I find I've played many games against teams like this on Showdown, and like we did a couple on the stream last night, and they all went very, very, very well. Like, I could not find myself losing to a team like this, but what's going to happen in this game? Who knows? Maybe, well, I'm not going to say anymore. Who knows? Let's leave the mystery open. What's going to happen in this game? So, I've talked for too long. Let's play the blooming video again. So, right, here it is. Let's go away, Barry. Their Regieleki could be a bit of a pain. Fake out. You know what? I'm going to go with Jinx in this game. Now, if I lose to Kartana, because I brought Jinx and not Moltres, I'm not going to be happy. But we'll see. Yeah, okay. So, let's lead. Like, I want them to lead with Kyogre and Tornadus, just because I want to show what this team can do. Okay. Could be better. But I don't mind this. Because I can finish the turn with neutral speed Regieleki just by going for an Airstream and Electro Web. And also he cannot. One of the good things about, and one of the best things about Clear Body, obviously immune to Intimidate, is that I'm immune to the Electro Web speed drops as well, which means that in a speed war like this, I will just be able to keep going up and up and up and up, and he can't lower me down. I've just explained that, Barry. Could you not foresee that I was going to explain that again in the future? So I imagine an Electro Web and a Tailwind. I did play someone on Showdown who had Hyper Beam on their Regieleki. Oh, it's a Volt Switch. Okay. Well, I guess I don't mind that. Because whatever's coming in is taking an Airstream and an Electro Web. Incineroar would probably be the worst thing for me. And it's Kartana. Okay, I don't mind that. Kartana is going to take a lot of damage from this. Okay, yeah. So he might be in Tailwind, but he's at -1 now, and my Dragapult is +1, and my Regieleki is neutral and Scarfed. So, since I get my speed back with Airstream now, my Regieleki is going to be faster than his Tornadus. It's so funny how in my head I expect them to Electro Web. So in my head I already think that I've been -1 speed dropped. Which is what I'm going to do. Like, the only worrying thing about this is just, like, hitting the Electro Webs. Oh yeah, he didn't even Electro Web me, did he? So, yeah, he Volt Switched me. So, I'm actually +1 and Scarfed. So, Regieleki is definitely faster than everything here. Kartana, yeah, nice. I kind of wanted Kartana to survive that, because that means that we get another +1 speed to everything. And so he might be in Tailwind, but he has still got, or she, whatever, has still got the 3 turns of Dynamax left, but like his tail, or her Tailwind, is essentially, neutralized now. Been seeing some Regieleki with Eerie Impulse. That is quite interesting. On one of my guide videos, like right at the beginning of like the new games coming out, I'm pretty sure I did put one of my like support Regieleki sets there with Eerie Impulse and like Reflector or something. I'm pretty sure that's one of the sets that I made. And it's Kyogre, as expected, I suppose. Now I have got Jinx, so in theory, if I just knock out the Regieleki here, and I've got Zacian, haven't I? Yeah. So I'll go for the Phantasm just to bring its defense down. So in theory, yeah, if I knock out the Regieleki here, Jinx will just beat the Kyogre. Well, I mean, will it? I've only got Ice Beam. But, I mean, I will be getting health every turn back with Dry Skin, and I suppose they could go for the... Oh, ooh, okay, well. Is it going to survive? It might, actually. Okay. This might be a little bit of a cog in the works here. Yeah, Regieleki is going to survive this. Kyogre might protect as well. Oh, Regieleki does survive, but okay. Oh, all right. Okay, all right. It's just is stalling out my last turn of Dynamax. Is stalling out his Tailwind as well, but I mean that doesn't really matter, does it? That would only really come into things when I lose one of my Pokemon that haven't got my speed boosts. But yeah, I think I'm still in the same boat, aren't I? Where like if I just knock out the Regieleki, I win the game. Especially if I Kyogre will probably. Will it knock out my Regieleki with a water attack, or will it just go for an Ice Beam into Dragapult? I think it'll probably go for an Ice Beam into Dragapult, won't it? So yeah, I'm just going to go for a Phantom Force then into Regieleki. I think I'll do this. And I'll Electro Web, which makes sense. Well, I have no choice. Oh, that Electro Web does so much damage to Kyogre. Oh, it's a critical hit, that's why. But yeah, so when his Tailwind finishes now, he's slower than my stuff. When I bring Zacian in, it will be faster than Regieleki. My Dragapult is faster than Regieleki as well. Okay, alright, that worked out. He could just, yeah, he could max guard the Regieleki again, though. That is his Tailwind gone, though. And because he didn't get to go for the max lightning there, I could actually try and be cheeky and lovely kiss something. Jinx won't be faster than his Regieleki though, assuming it's like max speed and whatever. So this is a little bit of a sticky situation for us. Oh, this is sticky. This is a bit sticky. Or is it sticky? Because if I go into Zacian, Behemoth Blade and... Do you think a Behemoth Blade and a Max Phantasm gets the Regieleki? I'm not sure it does actually. But if he does Max Guard here, I'm not sure. Because if he does Max Guard, like the Kyogre can only potentially knock out one of my Pokemon, can't he? Like I could protect the Zacian here. That would maybe be like the safer move. If I knew I was going to get the critical hit, then I would go for the Phantom Force into the Kyogre, wouldn't I? But yeah, maybe I protect here just to be safe, just to be extra super safe. Yeah, let's protect here, just because I don't want to. I don't want to take more damage that I don't really need to, I suppose. Yeah, he doesn't max guard. Phantom Force and Behemoth Blade would have actually knocked the Regieleki out there, so that maybe would have been the move to go for. But I think we're still alright, just because we have got the speed drop on the Regieleki, and it's still threatened by whatever we want to go for here. Jinx has still got his Fake Out, so you know that's fine as well. If he does knock out the Dragapult, which he isn't doing. I thought he might have been Ice Beaming the Dragapult there. That was, in my head, the worst case scenario. Yeah, Adrenaline Orb on Jinx, just like I used in 2015. That did a lot of damage to my Dragapult. Wow. In 2018, rather. I'm not sure what that link is, so I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm sorry if it was something nice, but you can never be too, too careful. People posting random links in your chat. Yeah, okay, so what happened on the last turn? I think we just win, don't we? Yeah, I'm just going to Phantom Force into the Regieleki and just go for a close combat into the Kyogre, and this will finish everything off. Obviously, he can't protect on the next turn of the Phantom Force. He hasn't protected his Kyogre. This close combat will knock out the Kyogre, and the Phantom Force will finish the game off. Yeah, Adrenaline Orb Milotic was a bit of a thing at some point, wasn't it? I mean, I like Adrenaline Orb. It's one of the items that I've used quite a lot. Like, I used at Worlds in 2018, I used Adrenaline Orb Thunderous Therian, which had Hidden Power Ice and Nasty Plot on it. 2018 Worlds wasn't my best year, but I did go positive still. And I think that team was one of my most like underrated teams. Like I quite like that. Quite like that one actually. But anyway, we won the game. Fantastic. Anyway, indeed. There we go. Okay, right. I'll just bring my face back. My current live, living in the moment face. Here we go. And I'll get rid of the video as well there too. Okay, right. So there you go. And yeah, okay. So like, you know, I almost gave it away before I started the game that I'd like beat all of the Tornadus Kyogre teams. I thought I'd try and build a bit of peril just because I didn't want to like spoil it or anything. But yeah, okay. I did kind of womp that guy as well, didn't I? And or girl, whichever it may have been. But yeah. So like, fair enough, like, maybe that seemed like a very, very straightforward game, but at the same time, with the lead of, like, Dragapult and Regieleki, it's so oppressive against teams like that, and their speed control is literally Tailwind, but if I can just shut that down straight away with Regieleki, then, you know, they're screwed, really, aren't they? They can't intimidate my Dragapult, they can't lower my speed with Electro Web either, so just leading with Dragapult and Regieleki means that I've got so much pressure on them. They did bring their Kartana, but, you know, because they brought it in on whatever attacks, you know, they brought it in on. Did they switch it in on something? I think they did, didn't they? Did they? I don't know, whatever. You know, it didn't really put any pressure on, oh, he Volt switched into it, and then I just attacked it next turn, I think, didn't I? Yeah, it didn't really put much pressure on my team, and like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure there was much they could have done there, and I do know that it will be possible for this team to lose to, you know, Tornadus Kyogre teams. I absolutely know that. You know, there's different ways for people to play that team. You know, they don't always have to lead with, you know, Tornadus and Kyogre or Tornadus and Regieleki or whatever. But still, like, Dragapult, you know, covers, like, Amoonguss with, like, the Airstream. Incineroar, you know, can't intimidate Dragapult, like I'm saying, but I guess can survive. Can't survive a double with Regieleki and Dragapult. So yeah, it just feels like this team's really good against against those teams. But yeah, it doesn't mean it's perfect. It doesn't mean that it beats everything else. Absolutely not. But there we go. And there is the Amora. Here is the Amora. I think I started off with asking where the Amora was. There it is. It's been behind Stonjourner the whole time. Who would have known it? There it is. Who's gonna come through the? There we go. It's gonna come through through the gap there. Oh dear. Okay. Anyway, indeed. Let's finish this video then, because I feel like I've been streaming too much. I've forgotten how to end YouTube videos. So yes, hello internet. That's not how you finish YouTube videos, but yes, hello anyway, and thank you very much for joining me, especially if you're watching me talk about nonsense now. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube, because even though I guess I haven't been uploading, consistently over the last few weeks, I will upload, at some point in the future again. Whenever I stream again, whenever I can find time to stream again, if I get some good games, I'll plop it up and, pop it on YouTube like I have now. Maybe some other stuff on YouTube. It all just depends on time, really. But either way, thank you very much for watching this. And, yeah, follow me on Twitch, on Twitter, on whichever other platforms I'm on. Join me on Patreon if you would like as well. Join the Discord in there. It's still going fantastically in there. But, yes, goodbye for now, everyone. Thank you for watching this video.